So you are welcome to start a recording on your computer if you wish. Quick announcement there, just for anyone who was thinking about coming on Friday this week. There'll be no class this Friday, but we'll be back next Monday. So keep that in mind. You'll get the usual notifications by email that you usually get. So take a moment to breathe and invite yourself into this practice, remembering that it's about how things feel for you, not how they look. You want to feel like you're making some effort, but not straining. Try to breathe in and out through your nose. And if you find you're holding your breath, then just back off a little. You might be pushing a little too hard. Just take a rest at any point if you need it, or release a pose before I tell you. So really listen to your body to make this a practice for you. So as you sit, try to sit away from the chair back so you're slightly forward. Your feet are parallel, slightly apart, knees directly over ankles, and then circle your shoulders. And let your shoulders relax and turn your head side to side. And then let your head come back to center. Lift and lower your head. As your chin comes down, try to lift your chest towards your chin. So you keep your spine nice and tall. And then come back to center. But let's take the left ear towards the left shoulder. Try to be looking straight ahead. You're just at a slant. You can stretch your right arm down by the side of your chair, just adding a little more to the stretch in the neck. Check in with your breath. Anytime we're holding a position, it's a good time to just watch your breath, inhaling and exhaling. And then gently return your head to center, your hand to your lap. Let's go the other way, left ear to the side. And I'm sorry, right ear to the side. So I'm doing things as if you were looking in a mirror when you look at the screen. Okay. Stretch your left arm out by the side of your chair for a little extra stretch. Good, and gently come back to center. Circle your shoulders a few more times as I move to my other chair. So check again that there's a little space behind your back and you're not leaning into the back of the chair. One more person coming in. Okay. So feet comfortably planted. And then on an exhale, think of drawing your tailbone underneath you, kind of tucking it under and drawing your navel back towards your spine. So you round the low back and then gently sit up as you inhale. Next exhale, tilting forward, you might pull your elbows back, pull your shoulders back so you get a little more arch in the upper back. And then inhale, come back to center. So we'll alternate those cat and cow movements. Exhale to round. Inhale, sitting tall. Next exhale, tilting forward. And inhale, center. And repeating, rounding, sitting upright, and then long spine with a little more arch. And coming center. Let's do one more round. Rounding back, sitting up, and rocking forward. Good, come back to center, pause for a moment. And just explore. You can hold the left side of your chair so you have your hand there for support. Just feel, shrug your right shoulder way up towards your ear and then let it drop. And do that again. Shrug it up and let it drop. So when we lift the arm, we want to keep the shoulder relaxed. So as you reach your right arm out, palm is facing your head. You can bring the arm as close to your ear as it's comfortable without bringing your arm in front of your face. So you want to keep it back in line with your ear. And then reach overhead, trying to press your right sit bone into the chair, even though you're reaching on a diagonal with your arm. Breathe fully in and out. And then for a moment, turn and look slightly up towards your right hand. Good, and then you can follow the movement of your hand as you bring it out in front and then sweep it all the way around and across, bringing it back over to your right side. So repeating on the other side. First, just shrug that left shoulder up and let it drop. Shrug it up and let it drop. Keeping the shoulder relaxed, bring your left arm up, right hand can hold the chair. Tilting a little bit, left sit bone tries to stay anchored to the seat, and breathe. And then turn, gazing a little bit up towards your left hand. And then you're going to sweep that left arm down over to the right side. Watch your hand as you sweep it all the way across. And then come back to sit up tall. Walk your feet in so that they're touching. Knees are squeezing together gently. Right hand can slide back to the side or even to the back of the chair, wherever you can reach comfortably. Right hand can come across the left knee. And I'm sorry, left hand across right knee. So where your right hand goes depends on what's comfortable for you. So you may want to bring it to the back of the chair. You might want to bring it on the seat behind you and sit up really tall, then twist to your right and breathe. Good. Slowly unwind yourself back to center. And let's go the other way. So switching hands, right hand across, left hand can slide to the side of the chair, the back of the chair, or even to the seat if you can have space behind you. So lengthen upward and then turn your waist, your chest, finally your head, and breathe. Gently unwind and walk your feet out a little bit wider. Take a gentle bow forward between your legs, keeping your knees as wide open as your middle toes. So don't let your toes turn out farther. And then we'll tilt forward, but add a little twist with the right shoulder in towards the midline. And come on up. And then left shoulder tilting in. And come up. First side again, right shoulder tilting in and coming up, and left shoulder. And come on up. Take a moment here, let's circle the shoulders a few more times. And actually bring your fingertips to rest on your shoulders. Let's circle the elbows. Nice. Big circles if that's comfortable, or you can keep them smaller. Try reversing the direction of these. Good, and then relax your arms. Getting ready for our seated sun salutation. Okay, so every movement will be accompanied by an inhale or an exhale. You want to just let your breath be steady And again, if you need a rest, you just pause and rest and then come back and join. So let's start with the palms together in front of the heart. Take a full breath in and let it out. Next, inhale, sweep the arms out and up. And exhale, gently bow forward, and you can just go part way if that feels like it's better for your back, or allow your head to drop. As you inhale, let's all meet in that just gentle tilt. And exhale, relax your head and neck. Inhale, come all the way up, arms sweep high, and exhale, palms glide down to your heart. Full breath in, and once again, inhale, sweeping up, and exhale, gentle bow forward. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, relax head and neck. Inhale all the way up, and exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in and out. Let's add a piece. Inhale to cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist. Inhale, center, and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Full breath in and out from the beginning. Inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale all the way up, and exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist. Inhale, center, and twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. Let's repeat that much. Inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale all the way up, and exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist. Inhale, center, and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Full breath in and out. Adding another piece. Inhale, right arm up, back of your left hand against your inner leg, and slide the arm against your leg as you look up. Inhale, rising up, switch the arms. Your hand slides towards the floor as you turn and look up. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in, putting it all together. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, head and neck relax. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist. Inhale, center, and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down. Slide the hand down as you look up. Inhale, come up, switch the arms. Other hand slides down. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in and out. Once again from the beginning. Inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, head and neck relax. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist. Inhale, center, and twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. Let's do one more round from the beginning. Inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist. Inhale, center, and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down. Slide down the leg as you look up. Inhale, rising up, switch arms. Other hand slides down, look up. Inhale, both arms stretch. Exhale, hands to heart. One last big breath, sweeping the arms out and up. And exhale, open the arms, float them out to the sides and down. Pause for a moment. Feel your breath. Let everything slow down. Breath might be a little faster. Your heart might be going a little faster. If you need a rest, you can wiggle back in your chair. Walk your feet in closer and lean into the back of the chair for a moment, just for a little break. So we'll let our chair support our back while we start to warm up the legs and feet, circling at the right angle. So foot is lifted, you're making a circle with your foot, and then changing the direction of the circles. And then flex the foot and point. Flex and point, flex and point, and flex and point. Good. Release that foot. Do the other. Left foot circles at the ankle. And reverse. And then flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. And flex and point. Good. Take a nice deep breath and just sigh it out. So give yourself a fresh start, and let's come away from the chair back. So you can bring your hands to the sides of the chair someplace and lightly push down with your hands to help you lift up through your spine. Come a little more forward on your seat. From here, we're going to flex the right foot and moving just at the knee, you're going to bend. So you slide the heel back under the chair as far as your chair allows, and then extend that leg out straight with the foot flexed. So the foot stays flexed, bend at the knee, and then straighten. And again, bend and straighten. One more time, bend and straighten. This time, hold the leg there for a moment. Now feel your muscles working. Keep breathing. Good, and let's all release. So if you need to release before I say so, it's always okay. Keep that in mind. Okay. Other side, flex the left foot, slide the heel back, and then straighten the leg, keeping the thigh on the chair. So just moving from the knee, flexing and extending. Bend and extend. One more time. Bend, extend, and hold the leg out there for a moment and breathe. And gently release. Good. Rock a little bit side to side. Feel those sitting bones at the bottom of your pelvis, and try and come back to a place where you're pretty much level, right? Both sides pressing down equally, lifting up through the spine. Let's add a little movement of the hip to start, lifting the right leg. You can interlace your fingers under that leg and let the thigh kind of sit in your hands rather than pulling the leg up. So your leg is very heavy. Let it be passive. Your arms are doing all the work, making a circular action. You're drawing circles with your knee. The lower leg is just relaxed. Change the direction of the circles. Good, and then draw that knee in towards your chest. And take hold with your right hand around the front of the knee or shin. Let's open that leg out to the side and then bring it back into center, lifting it as high as you can. And open it out wide and bring it back to center. Once again, opening out wide and coming back to center. One last time, opening it wide. This time as you come to center, walk your left foot a little bit in towards the midline, and if you're able, cross right knee over left. If that's not comfortable, cross at the ankle. We're going to take a little deeper twist here. Left hand coming across. We're going to sweep the right arm out in front of us, and then gradually follow your hand with your gaze as you turn around to the right and gradually look back behind you. Breathe. And then slowly unwind, coming back to center, lifting that right knee again and bringing it in towards your chest. Draw your navel towards your spine. See if you can bring your nose and your knee towards each other. And then gently release. All right, let's do the other side. So we're going to start by lifting the left leg, interlace the fingers under the thigh and let the leg drop into your hands. Move the leg in some easy circles. And then change the direction of the circles. So draw that knee in towards you. You can switch the hold so you're just holding with your left hand around the knee or shin. Sit up as tall as you can and lift the knee as high as you can, and then open that leg out to the side and bring it back to center. So opening to the side and back to center. Again, opening to the side and back to center. And again, opening to the side. This time as you bring the left leg back to center, walk your right foot a little bit towards the midline of your body. If you can, cross left over right. And if that's too much, cross at the ankle. Right hand coming across. Take a breath in, extending the left arm out in front of you, and then follow your hand with your gaze, turning to the left, gradually looking all the way back behind you. Breathe. And slowly unwind, following your hand again with your gaze, and gently drawing that left knee up one last time. Draw your navel towards your spine and see if you can bring your nose towards your knee. And then gently release. Good. Shake out your hands, wiggle your fingers, circle the wrists. Good, and then extend the arms all the way out, palms are down, and start to make some easy circles with your whole arm. It can be very small or get a little bigger if it feels okay. Let's change the direction of those circles. Good, and then turn the palms up. Let's bring the arms overhead and exhale to cactus. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale to cactus. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale to cactus. Once more, inhaling up and exhaling to cactus. Good. Relax the arms, bringing just your right hand to rest on your right shoulder. Your elbow's bent, and then you're going to try and lift that elbow as high as you can. You can spin the bicep towards your ear using your left hand to give it some support. You can reach overhead if that's available, and try and draw the elbow up and back as far as you can. Breathe. And release. Other side. Then the left elbow, lift it as high as you can towards the ceiling. Spin the biceps. So you keep the upper arm close to your ear, maybe reach overhead. Breathe deeply. And gently release. Take a big breath in, open the arms out wide, and then give yourself a big hug. Notice which arm is on top. Okay, so this time we'll do it again and we'll switch which arm is on top. So inhale, arms open. Exhale, cross the arms the other way. Give yourself a big hug. And release. Okay. Let's open that right leg out to the side. And we're going to start here, just keeping the left foot where it is. Open your torso towards the front of the chair. And then think about lifting up through both sides of your rib cage. Going to extend your torso over to the right. Rest your forearm on that right thigh and try to draw your shoulders back. So trying to line up your spine and the crown of your head with your tailbone. Breathe. And just feel, this may feel very twisty to you. Breathe into it. Left arm can reach up for the sky. If you want, that arm can come even closer towards your ear, and breathe. And gently come all the way up. Then walk your right foot back into the midline. Let's do the other side. So just opening the left leg to the side. Keep the right foot facing forward, knee bend. Open your chest to the front of your chair. And then lift up through your rib cage, not just the front, but try and lift the sides and the back. And then lengthen way over to the left, bending that elbow, forearm resting on your thigh, gently hugging the arm against the leg, head staying in line with your tailbone, breathing deeply as your right arm reaches up, or perhaps comes alongside your ear. Deep, full breaths. Good, and come all the way up. Good, see how wide you can open the right leg. So both legs are open as wide as you can. Once again, though, making sure your knees are pointing towards the middle toes. Okay? And from there, tilting forward. Right? So if you went a little wider than you went earlier, you may feel more of a stretch in your inner thighs. Take a moment to breathe into that sensation. Never force it, just allowing your breath to create a gentle pulse. And then sitting up really tall. Walk the feet in. I'm going to turn our whole body now to the right. So turning all the way to face the right, my right arm holds the back of the chair, and I'm sliding right up to the front edge of the chair. So I can just let my left knee drop down. My left hip is off the chair, the knee is dropping towards the floor, and I'm sitting up tall. Let's try just taking a stretch here today. So sweeping that left arm up, lengthen through that whole side, you can look up, even reach a little back. And then bring your arm down to your front thigh, lean forward, tuck the back toes under, and see if you can walk that back foot farther back. With the toes tucked under, maybe press the heel back behind you. Draw your tailbone down. Try to lift your navel up and back. So lifting from your low belly rather than just lifting your head or shoulders, gradually peeling up away from the front leg, lift your chest, and then inhale, left arm out to the side, and exhale, reach overhead. Inhale, open, exhale, reaching overhead. Inhale, open, exhale, reaching overhead. And last one, inhale, open, exhale, reach overhead. And as you inhale, just bow forward once again, relax the back leg, slide the foot in, and pivot back to the front of your chair. Same thing on the other side. So we're going to turn our whole body to the left. Hold the back of the chair with your left arm and come right to the front edge of the seat with your left thigh, right knee dropping down towards the floor. Breathe here. And then try stretching that right arm up by your ear, maybe lifting your chest and looking up slightly. Good, and then gently bring that right arm down, lean forward, and see if you can wiggle or walk that right foot farther back. Keep the heel vertical, so you don't want to twist at your ankle. The toes are tucked under. The heel presses straight back behind you as much as you can. And then tailbone reaching down, belly button drawing back and up. So you lift from the low ribs, gradually coming more upright. And once you're sitting as tall as you can, right arm sweeping out and up. Exhale, overhead. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, reach up and over. Inhale, open. Exhale, up and over. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, just come forward. Hand resting on your front thigh. Relax the back leg. Slide the foot in. And come on back to center. Take a moment to breathe. Encircle your shoulders. We always try to release any tension that we hold rather than carrying it from one position into another. All right. Let's extend that right arm out and point the fingers down, palm is face up. Take your left hand and try to draw the fingertips back towards you and breathe. And then release. Other side, turn the left palm up, point the fingers slightly down. Use your right hand to try to draw the left fingertips back as you press the palm forward, arm is extended. And breathe. And release. We're going to lean a little forward so you can rest your left forearm on just across your thighs. Make a gentle fist with your right hand and draw that elbow back as far as you can. Now try to keep the elbow way back there and then straighten the arm. So we're bending at the elbow and then straightening, reaching back. Bend and straighten, bend and straighten. One more time, bend and straighten, and then release. Come upright for a moment, and we'll do the other side. So leaning on your right forearm, turn the left palm up, make a gentle fist, pull that elbow way, 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 way back and up, and then straighten the arm back and bend the elbow. Try to keep the elbow lifted. Try not to turn your body towards the left. You're just flexing and extending that arm. One more time, bend, straighten, and release. Good. Feel your breath. What's going on in your whole body? Always pausing to observe between our poses. So I like to sit at the front of the chair for this. It makes it a little easier to get into the pose. You can extend your left leg, out in front of you, and let your right knee just kind of flop open to the side. Lifting your right foot, flex that foot and bring the outer ankle or heel to rest in front of the left shin. Breathe. Try to keep that right knee open to the side. And then you can explore. You can keep the heel beneath your left knee, or maybe slide the foot up above the knee. If you get up above the knee, you can try walking that left foot in closer to you, but check that you're sitting up tall. So if you walk that foot in and you're collapsed back, just straighten the leg out again. Okay? Do what's right for your body. It doesn't have to be what I'm doing. Sit up tall. You can use your hands on the edges of the seat to help you create that lift up through your rib cage. And any amount you can, try hinging from the hip. Breathing into the stretch you feel. And gently release. Let's do the other side. So you can start by extending the right leg out. Just gives you a little more space to maneuver to get into the pose. Left knee opening wide to the side. Lift the left foot, flex it. Bring the heel in front of the shin. Keep the left knee wide. Staying here, or possibly sliding your heel up above the knee, and maybe walking the right foot in farther. See what's right for you. Keep that left knee open, keep the foot flexed. Hold the chair if that helps you, just to create that lift up through your ribs, shoulders back, and without rounding. So no heads dropping, no shoulders hunched, just tilting a little bit forward if you can. And you may not be able to go more than just to stay nice and upright. That's fine. If you're getting a stretch that works for you, that's what counts. Good, and gently release. And then just do a little march in place. Back to a neutral position. Those hips moving. Legs moving, the feet moving. And then pause. So let's get ready for a lion pose. Be sure you're sitting up tall, hands resting in your lap. We'll do 3 lion poses with a breath in between. So most of you all know this. On the lion pose, we move our hands, scrunch them into fists, and scrunch up our face as we inhale. And on the exhale, fingers stretch like claws, eyes open wide and look up, tongue sticks out and down, and we roar. Ah. Okay. So take a full breath in and let it out. First line, scrunching in and big stretch. Ah. Relax as you breathe in and out. Second line, scrunching in. Exhale. Ah. Relax as you breathe in and out. Last line, scrunching everything in. Ah. Good. Shake it out. Wipe your face if you need to. Okay. Well, since we are approaching Christmas, it is definitely a good time for a little Santa laughter. So I'm going to bring a hand to the low belly, right? We'll all be Santa Claus for a few minutes and give it a nice ho, ho, ho. 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 It's kind of hard to sustain. I don't know how Santa does it. Those ho-hos all the time. I think it's a little easier if we come up to a ha-ha. So don't worry if you're just faking it. It's still good for the soul. So can I hear a ha-ha? Ha-ha. Ha-ha-ha. 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 Oh, ha, ha, ha. Oh, oh, ha, ha, ha. Oh, oh, ha, ha, ha. Oh, oh, ha, ha, ha. Take some deep breaths in and out. Just notice if the corners of your mouth are slightly lifted. Sometimes it just happens automatically. You don't have to force it. All right, we're going to come up to stand. If that's not right for you, don't worry about it. You don't have to stand. We're going to do some balance practices with the chair to support us and some strengthening poses in a standing position. So walking your feet back a little as you get ready to come up to stand. You want to get your feet a little more under your body mass, right? So more under the thighs than the knees. And be sure not to round. So try to keep your hands on your upper thighs or even on the chair, drawing your shoulders back, looking straight ahead rather than down at the floor. You can rock a little forward and back. Feel the pressure. As you press into your feet, you're going to feel your thigh muscles working. Try to engage your core muscles as well, right? So you're not just a lump coming up. You have a sense of lift from the inside. And when you're ready, press into your feet, come up to stand, and come behind your chair. I'm going to adjust my monitor a little bit. And I'll move my chair off to the side. So you're facing your chair directly forward. Mine's over here so you can see what I'm doing. And we're just going to start by lifting the right foot. So I'm peeling the heel off the floor and then lowering the foot from toe to heel. So I'm just kind of curling up in the foot and bringing the foot down. Peeling the foot off the floor right up to the tippy toes and then gradually lowering down. And one more time. Good. And then step that right foot behind your left. Try and line up yourself on a tightrope. So hold onto your chair. So with one or both hands, because oddly enough, this doesn't seem so complicated, but it's a little wobbly. So squeeze your legs together, lift up through your belly, take a few breaths in. Good. And then if you feel like you're stable enough, you can lift one or both hands off the chair and feel all the little wobbling. So you keep your hand close to the chair just in case, and then gently release. Bring that foot next to the other. So let's do the other side. So I'm peeling the left heel off the floor, gradually coming up to the toes, and then gradually rolling back down. So moving, articulating through the bones of the foot and the ankle, rolling up gradually and slowly rolling down. One more time. Good, and then bring that left foot behind your right. So left toes are right behind the right heel. Weight is on both legs. Squeeze your legs towards each other. Right? Lift up through your core. Breathe. See if it feels a little different on this side. Right? One side might feel steadier than the other. Wherever you are, you can try lifting one hand off the chair, right? Or both. Taking your time, just breathing and feeling. Good, and then shift onto the right foot, bringing your left foot back alongside. Take the feet a little bit wider. Do a few gentle circles with your hips. And then change the direction of the circles. All right, so I'm going to do another balance pose here. So we're going to bring the legs close together and think about that idea of hugging the midline. So I'm going to peel the right heel up, but this time open the knee out to the side. Getting ready for tree pose. Engaging your core, lifting up through the chest, Finding a spot to gaze straight in front of you. The left heel, the right foot rather comes alongside the left ankle, or you slide up along the inner calf. Breathe and feel the subtle shifts that go on in your standing foot. Keep gazing forward. And once again, you're welcome to just keep at least one hand on the chair and try stretching the other arm up. Or bring it to cactus. So you can experiment with different arm positions. You can bring the arm out on an angle, like a tree branch, and breathe. Good, let's gently release out of this pose and get ready for the other side. So take a moment standing on 2 feet just to feel your center place. And then weight on your right leg. Try not to kind of stick your hip out. So you're hugging in towards your middle, lifting up through the belly, bend the left knee, open the leg to the side. The left heel comes alongside the right ankle, or the sole of the foot comes up alongside the calf. Lift up through your chest, gaze at some spot in front of you that's not moving. Breathe. See if you can notice how much there's little tiny adjustments that go on. There are 26 bones in each foot. So that's a lot of maneuverability. Right? There might be little adjustments to help you balance on just one foot. Breathe. Decide if you want to stretch one arm up or out. Good, and then gently release. Good. Okay, we're going to take the feet wide now. So you can hold the chair and bend your knees a little bit as you walk your feet wider apart. Turn the left foot, make sure the left foot's pointing straight forward. We're going to open the right leg out to the side. Try not to turn your upper body. So hug your legs towards each other as if you were trying to pull your right heel towards the instep of your left foot. And if you feel like you're tilting backwards, stick your butt out a little bit. And then lengthen your tailbone down, draw your navel back and up. So your whole torso is lifted and supported. Inhale, one or both arms out to the side. Exhale, gently bend just your right knee for warrior 2 pose. You can turn and gaze to the right. If you're feeling steady, you're welcome to extend both arms. Keep gazing to the right. If you've lifted the left arm, keep reaching back through that arm so your torso is centered between your legs. Good, and then gently straightening both legs again. Arms come down. Torso faces forward, even though the hips are slightly turned. We're going to move into triangle pose. So we're hinging right here at the top of the right thigh. The hips tip to the left. The upper body lengthens, tailbone to crown of your head, nice and long. And then right arm can come down, resting on your leg. Left arm can go to the sky, or you can keep at least one hand on your chair. So breathe. And gently come all the way up. And let's turn the feet the other way. So right foot facing forward, turn the left leg out, open the chest, hug as if you were trying to pull your feet towards each other, left heel towards instep of the right foot. But breathe, inhale, one or both arms out to the side, exhale, bending the left knee. And turning to the left, check. You want to make sure your left knee is pointing towards your middle toe and not going past your toes. Right? So the knee is directly over the ankle. Breathe and releasing both arms if you feel steady. Take a breath or two here. Warrior 2, very strong, very grounded pose. And then gently releasing the hands, straightening the left leg, getting ready for triangle pose. So now the right hip is going to lift. You're creasing at the left thigh. Legs stay straight, lengthen through the crown of your head, extend way to the side with your torso, and then see how you feel steady-wise. You can bring your left hand to your left leg, right arm to the sky. And then gently come back up, turn the feet parallel, and walk them in towards each other. All right, let's do one more, at least one more standing pose here. We're going to keep the right foot. So I'm going to take my feet a little wider so you can see this. Your right foot, I'm sorry, your left foot, bring it close in towards your chair, okay, and bend that left knee. Reach back with your right foot and just start on the ball of the foot. Keep your hips facing forward. And then notice if you've stepped back, maybe 2.5, 3 feet, try to stretch that right heel towards the floor. And your toes may, the leg may rotate outward a little, but try to keep your hips facing forward. Right leg is straight, left knee is bent. And you're breathing. So you may feel a lot of stretch in the right calf. Just breathe into that. Try and lengthen your tailbone down. Draw your navel back and up so you're not overly arching the back. And then right arm can sweep out and up. It can stay out to the side. So you, again, keeping your shoulder relaxed even though your arm is lifted. Breathe. And then gently release the right arm down. Straighten both legs. And hinge forward at the hips. So your upper body is nice and flat, no rounding, shoulders are back, head is in line, and you're just tilting forward. See if you feel some more stretch in the back of the legs. And then gently bend both knees as you lift up through the torso, step the feet in. Other side. So right foot's going to stay close to the chair. Make sure your left foot is a little wider than hip distance. Bend the right knee, reach back with the left foot, ball of the foot on the floor, right knee stays bent, and then just explore. Just feel it. So that your back heel should be a little off the floor at first, and then you try to bring the heel down, letting the foot pivot a little bit. Torso facing forward. Breathe. Good. Think of hugging your legs isometrically front to back. That's also going to help you with balance. Right? And you're always welcome to keep at least one hand on the chair. Right? If you release one arm for this side, stretch your left arm up. So you get a long extension through that whole left side of your body. And breathe. Good. Bring your arms down, straighten the front leg, and gentle tilt forward. And then gently bend both knees, step the feet in together, and make your way back to your chair. So come to sit. Slide back in your chair, take a big breath in and sigh it out. And see if you can let go of all effort. You can close your eyes, take this last minute or so of class to tell your muscles to relax. Just let go, nothing to do. Simply allow your breath to come and go as it needs to. Maybe feeling a sense of tingling or energy moving through your body. You may feel a slight vibration in your fingers or your toes. As we do our practice, we stimulate the prana, the life force in the body. It's nice to just enjoy the feeling of that energy moving through you without doing anything, without having to be any place. And then return your attention to your breath. Take a few deeper breaths. Really enjoy your breath. Fill your body with fresh oxygen and let your body move in any way that feels good to you. Fingers, hands, shoulders, wrists. Gradually begin to sit more upright in your chair. Feet anchored, chest lifted, abdominal muscles gently engaged to support your low back. And then join your palms together in front of your heart. Let's chant the sound of Om together to close our practice. Take a deep breath in. Om. Namaste. Thank you everyone for joining me. Have a wonderful Christmas holiday. Remember, no class on Friday, but I will see you back here on